everybody, Spirit Otter here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last time we made it through Harry cross-examination. Oh my god. But this time we're gonna investigate again. Yay. So let's get moving. That was a close one, Amy. Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Maya! So, what happened? Well, I think I got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's a new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. Under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, there's no time to waste. So, let's go to Studio Main Gate. Oh. Hey, old bag! How's it going? Oh, you're quiet. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think our guard's down. Yeah? I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Whew, she's alive. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. She always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Can I ask you about Sal Manila, the director? Sal? He's a soft pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anybody like being treated like dirt? Lots of reasons, Maya, but we're not going to get into that. That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. I'm pretty sure he knows. About Mr. Hammer. I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, dragging his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Power's costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Jeez, okay, let's just go. I'm gonna go to the employee area first. Alright. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see him filming just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there are any other clues lying around. Yeah! No! No touching! Eek! Oh, sorry, pal. I didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack. Well, I guess it can be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatic indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on the table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. traces of them. The plate. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills? How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities of making a cursory examination here. A science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to the sleeping pill, see? If there are traces, it'll change color. Wow, neat! Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now that everything's in doomed time, pal. Well, the testing solution changed the plate. The testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. So there were sleeping pills on the plate. Looks like it. Now, when I take medicine, it's typically like, you don't want to bite into the pill. Because it's nasty. It tastes bitter. You would have to cover that taste up, like, heavily. I guess a steak could do that, but yikes! The investigation. How goes your investigation? Tell the truth, pal, it's a real mess. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not just sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. Why? What's going on? How's Edgeworth doing, anyway? Edgeworth is out of control! He was in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa! Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups, bottles. Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... Yep, sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right! Well, good for us. So let's look at our court record now. Yep, alright. Well, I guess we'll move. Dressing room? Anybody in here? Empty dressing rooms like this are kind of lonely, aren't they? I'm sure Mr. Powers will be back soon. He'll be fine. Yeah. I guess that means we're done here. Move. Studio main gate. Move. Outside Studio 1. What's going on here? Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? I wonder if someone had called out to him, like the director or the producer. He did it probably to get past this camera, but why is that? Let's go outside Studio 2. Right, we can't go in Studio 1 anymore because we gave up the key card. Oh, hey. Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? 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 Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. And that's all she has to say, apparently. Mr. Hammer. Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh dear. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it! Nick, she did it! She's the killer! My Fey blood speaks to me, I know it! I know it! Oh dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila? If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer by yourselves. Oh dear. Okay. I guess I'll go in the trailer. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here. I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. I guess I'll examine the shit. This is where Salmonella and D's Vasquez ate. There's nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they ate the T-bone steaks too? Something wrong? I don't know, I'm getting a funny feeling. Something about this just feels odd, you know? Can't say I do. I kinda do. Where's the bones? I think I pointed that out last time too. Move. Outside Studio 1. Move. Studio main gate. Oh boy. I'm a little stuck here. The only reason I'm using the walkthrough here is because this thing can be weird. Like, the third cases are typically very contrived, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word, but they can be very, like, weird with their logic. And if you don't do exactly what they tell you to do, it's just like, ugh. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Oh, could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick. You must have really wowed them in there. Did you stop looking so vulnerable, too? Hey, WP! Only one day left. Let's make it count. Yes. Though there's really not anything I do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Let's talk to you. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on the boards, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Rumors about what? Can you tell me about anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. But something in his work caught Vasquez's eyes. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Sal Manila. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high, and all that. I can imagine her being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Mr. Hammer. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh? Yeah, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started this business. Well, he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began to appear in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to the sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that's right around the time Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago. Alright, now we can move on. I think. Nope. Like I said, this thing is really weird. You need to do things in the right order or it won't let you do it. Ah, here we go. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? What? Why? But WP is innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai. What? No! I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes. On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the costume. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah. Miss Vasquez, that producer, has some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt, you know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer, and they were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was too. The film set? That trailer was part of the film set then? What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No, no, no! I also hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kid shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Why aren't they going to make kid shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand. How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the programs just end, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Well, a lot of programs go down that route, Maya. Nick, say something! Yeah. I think evidence rather than word is called for here. Here, take a look at this. And this is? A fan collected all these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, you could tell me something. Tell me what it is Global Studio is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay, what happened? Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? Yes, it was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer Miss Vasquez managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer? That's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the time of the studio back then, you know. Thanks, we'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Alright. Yeah, let's keep going. Let's try to get Miss Oldbag to talk. Studio main gate. What, you're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? Your windbag doesn't look so good. Everyone's doing their damnedest to forget Hammer. Who do you think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer! She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance? 5 years ago. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Ooh. Uh-oh. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nichols. Nichols? Nichols. Nick? Penny Nichols? That assistant we talked to? Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident during the filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers! Dredging up old dirt on someone's past like that. And the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole... I have proof. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove Mr. Hammer... I think it's this. Here's my proof. What? A little empty bottle supposed to prove. It's a bottle of sleeping pills. Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that those, pills were used on Powers? Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so? This is the plate he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. Oh, she just became calm. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag. You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant to harm anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hang on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. A photograph? Ooh! Oh man! Yikes! Wait a second. This is the picture. This is the trailer in the studio too? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. Oh, that's tragic. That's so tragic. Ugh. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. Okay, well, at least you're willing to, like, admit, like, yeah. At least she's not, like, totally wrapped up in her delusions. She's, like, admitting, like, you did wrong, Hammer. You did wrong. I admire you, but, So, yeah. Let's head to the trailer. Because I think this is about to be all wrapped up. Let's actually just present. She's not even looking at it. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well, Old Bag. Oh, she means the security lady, Miss Old Bag. Right, anyway. Miss Vasquez. You hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind? Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. Alright, let's go in there. Huh, you came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kid shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think, it was all just an accident. Excuse me. What's all this about? You keep saying accident, accident. But how are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That's what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. Jeez, so that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is his negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys? Uh-oh. This does not look good. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? Oh, no. What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. Shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about it, where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! Hold it right there! I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, You're coming down with me to the precinct now. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Woo! Thank you, Gumshoe! Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe, thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just... I wanted to say that line ever since becoming a detective. Okay, I got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. Alright, I know this was a long one, but next time I guess we'll be going back to court. I'll see y'all then.